So we are working on the short film treatment. We realized that we weren't recording, so we should probably do that.
We were doing creative stuff without you noticing. So.
But now we're going to pretend that the camera's not here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You aren't here. Not even paying attention to you.
Nope. We're not. We're doing this.
All right, so we had a, so far, logical progression of how we wish to intercut the movie.
Yeah. We had a lot of interview and vlog things. We had, he wanted to add a V to the end of INT because it could have been a lot of things and he just wants to remember what the heck it is. So.
Interview and a vlog. So what the stylistic approach is that we would be filming separately her being interviewed after the fact, and we would be recording separately her doing her present vlog.
Yeah.
But then we would also have her outside of these realms in real life going to places, whether it's in her room or whether it's to church or whether it's to school or maybe in the hallway that's near her apartment.
Yeah. I don't think she would want to spend too much time outside so far. That's kind of what we had. And so we had...
That might be a good way to have a POV cam of the killer watching her. But you wouldn't necessarily know who it was, whether it was her handsome guy or awkward guy. I don't know.
Well, if we didn't know which one it was, then it would be a twist villain kind of situation. But
we're not going for that.
We're not going for that. So I'm wondering how early on we want to show that, because we could even do it as early as the very first interview and vlog, just to set it up as this is what you're watching. The very first thing would be her routine, and then the first interview would be I don't know, I didn't know at all what I was getting myself into, and then the vlog would be her hearing something and going off, and then that sets the tone for what's going to happen.
Sorry, I was just thinking in shots again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just of how she's being interviewed, what that would look like in the frame. You definitely have to have it sort of off angle so it looks like it's not so perfectly composed. I don't know if it would probably be something that's like a downward facing angle on her. She's, because she's not being interviewed by the news. It's a police investigation, essentially.
Oh, it is?
Wouldn't it be?
Oh, I thought it was I thought we were going with the documentary kind of look because of how we want to make the next thing into a documentary.
Right. So what were you considering who was interviewing her?
I was thinking that like how she was watching all of these different murder mysteries and stuff like that, all these crime cases, that she would be doing interviews after the fact by people who wanted to know about it just as much as she wanted to know about others.
So she might be a subject in their documentary?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Either it's a documentary or it's a news person or it's just a person who's really interested, some sort of reporter, something like that.
Is it a standing interview? Is it a sitting interview?
I was thinking it was a sitting interview.
A sitting interview. All right.
I even think that, depending on what we see throughout the story, we could have the awkward guy sitting next to her. Or maybe, the first part we see her only talking, and then later on we see only him talking. That would actually be good for attention, to be honest. Could you imagine, the first part we're only getting her interviews talking about, no, I had no idea about this, no, I had no idea about that. And then the next interviews are with him, and it shows him going no, I knew about this, and I knew about that, and how much he wasn't able to say.
The evidence.
Well,
we just got to figure out the what she's doing thing. I mean, we got her going to class, we got her going to her apartment.
Well, this is what I'm thinking, is that she's going to be a passive protagonist until she knows what's going on. Because if we're being honest with ourselves, if she knows this much about true crime stuff, she's going to know what to do when she's in the situation. She knows she's in the situation,
Yeah.
So I think that it'll be her being passive until it hits, and then which would be kind of cool if this guy had never done investigations like this, and he was just really determined to do it, and he had no skills in or knowledge in the matter. And she was able to help him once she knew.
Right, so he's got the passion to pursue it because of a personal loss.
Yeah.
But she's got the
know-how.
The know-how and the details of tracking it.
Yeah.
All right. So they're going to have a conversation.
Probably, but I don't think that would make for fun storytelling. I think it's going to be in, like...
I was going to call it exposition dump.
I was thinking that it's only once the situation gets dangerous do they both know that they can trust each other.
Well, then there's got to be some event that heightens the danger for her.
Yeah.
That would mean like either a close call where it's a shadowy figure and she doesn't know who it is, or a message.
Well, we did have an idea where she left her phone to listen to people. Oh, we forgot that. That was something that we wanted to add to the outside scenes, that she was like listening in on her classmates, and she was like, that's why I don't trust people.
Add to outside scene where she listens to her own phone audio recording that she left in class to overhear fellow students' perceptions of her.
That makes sense. And then she would later do the same thing to overhear the awkward guy, and then he would say something that could have been construed as something else, but really was, I don't know, trying to figure out how to get the murder guy.
Maybe it's not her phone, it's her old phone, because she upgraded, and so she can use her old phone as an audio recorder and just leave it somewhere.
That's smart.
So, alright. Now where would she be recording him?
Probably at his apartment, because, they live in the same place. Ooh! What if we set it up right before? We have the situation where she's feeling, super awkward about this guy, and she's not feeling right about him. And then he tries to pull her into his apartment, and we already know that she's used her phone to record things before.
Yeah.
But now you can see her reaching for her phone in her pocket, and then she lets him go on, and then she's like, you know what, I'm gonna end the conversation here, and she leaves. But she's slipped something, I don't know, behind a vase or something, and she's left her phone recording there.
To a hidden spot in his apartment. Let's see, the objection would be, well, why didn't she record video? It's audio takes up less space than video, and it could record for longer.
Yep, and old phones don't really have much battery power anyway, so you gotta conserve that.
Right.
Also, it'd be really stupid to be leaving a open camera in a creepy guy's house if you don't want to be found out.
Right.
So just hide the phone. So then we could show that in another interview.
How would she get this phone out? She would have to do the either break in or do the flirty thing.
I don't think she would do the flirty thing. She doesn't want to socialize anyway.
All right.
She'd probably break in. And again, if
Would she
knows...
get caught?
No, not in this situation, because one, we want her to believe that the awkward guy is the bad guy.
Alright, so the way we have tension is that the guy's coming back up and she's in there and she's got to get out before he sees her. Yeah. And so she would be leaving just in the nick of time as she would exit the hallway just as he enters.
Well, apartment hallways, as you know, have the front door in the hallway, so she would have to already be walking down the hall by the time he gets up.
We'll figure it out.
But anyways, it would actually kind of show that she has skills like that if she does break in, too. That her skills don't just pop up out of nowhere, that she's been, protecting herself or something. I have no idea what you just wrote.
It's because I'm a terrible typist. You might be a terrible handwriting person. I'm a terrible typist. She would break back in to get her old phone.
She has skills in breaking and entering. That's not what I was going for, but sure. I think it would be more that, she knows lock so she can get herself out of a bad situation. If she's really obsessed with this stuff, if she'd be thinking, well, if I was ever kidnapped in this situation, this is how I would get out, So
there'd be, sort of a survival guide, something like Nancy would read in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, something like that. So it would show her...
I would have read, or we would see the book.
She doesn't have a book.
I don't know. I like books.
I know you like books, but if we're using vlogs anyway and we're doing the whole thing on video, I'm pretty sure she just looked it up.
Not tangible, it's no fun.
You want something tangible? Maybe she bought a lock-picking set.
She would have. Somehow we need to indicate that she knows this stuff, because she can't just pop up with that skill. We've got to have some. We've got to plant that in her
All right.
past. To
How about this? She has a whole bunch of saved links, and one of them is lockpicking, and we see that she has them saved, and she just picks one out.
Because that's part of it too. She's a young single college student, and if she doesn't have a way to protect herself, then she needs.
She's gonna learn it.
She needs some sort of, just like girls carry pepper spray.
Yeah.
I
once knew someone that had like a self-defense like stick thing attached to their keychain, and I was just like, oh cool, how do you use it? And she's like, I have no idea. I was like, how are you supposed to?
But I'm gonna hit you with it if you bother me. I can't type, as you can tell.
Yes. Do you want me to?
No.
Maybe we can also show her saving a link to something like that earlier on too. Maybe saving a link to a lockpicking video. Yep.
Alright. So, awkward guy is trying to warn her off. Handsome guy is trying to get close to her so that he can kill her.
Yes.
And he's trying to protect her from awkward guy because he's trying to set that up as the opposite. He's projecting.
Ah, yes, he's the creepy one, totally.
That's right. Because he's not handsome like me. And I'm one of his favorite serial killers because murder sexy.
Well, I actually found out that some ladies like to find out about that stuff to protect themselves. I was like looking up true crime stuff to see like what people were responding to all of this stuff, and most of the time they're just doing like, man, that's scary, and this is why we protect ourselves and certain things, so.
Yeah, there's little factors too, like, as a young lady, if you've got your keys with you, you keep one of them between your fingers like this in case someone comes up to bug you and you can stab them with it.
Well, yeah, but there's also, there's this thing with women where people tend to not believe you when you're sensing something's off, because people just assume you're having a lot of feelings about it, and it's sometimes really not true.
I don't know, I've been married long enough that my wife's right about everything, and so...
Well, it's not a wife and husband situation,
okay.
It's just male and female situation.
Well, I just think you should definitely give people the benefit of the doubt, because why would they be creeped out for no reason?
Well, some people think that girls are unnecessarily paranoid.
I don't think that they are unnecessarily paranoid.
Well, you're a good guy, but there are some guys that are not good out there. So girls tend to have this feeling like, well, nobody's going to believe me, or maybe I'm overthinking it, or all of these different things. Like maybe I'm picking up on things that aren't there. And so they tend to psych themselves out and not push when they say no. So out of like trying to be really nice and trying to be kind and trying not to push anyone around, they end up getting abducted and hurt a lot. So that's kind of one of the reasons why a lot of women are into this stuff, is like, we're not alone.
Oh, okay. That's good insight.
We're not alone. We can tell when something's off, and we know what to do when it happens.
I like that. That is a great spine for this. That is, because there's a reason she's on her own. There's a reason she's not talking to her mom. I don't know that we need to have the world's most elaborate backstory for her, because it is a short film, but there's got to be a motivation to it, and then why she's interested in pursuing it. She wants to protect herself. Still don't know what her major is, and neither do you.
No, but to be honest, it doesn't even have to be mentioned what her major is. She can just say at the end, like, I think I want to change my major. We don't even have to mention what her other one was. Doesn't really matter.
Because she finally knows more about herself and...
Yeah, what she wants to do.
What she wants to do. I like that. I like that a lot.
Probably want some context for that thought, like we don't need to know what her previous major was. WWE, wheat.
Look, it's all a sketchbook until I'm done. It's all a sketchbook until I'm done.
Okay, listen, you can laugh at it though. WWE and wheat.
I'm a terrible typist, okay? I know this. I've known this for years. Stop making... I didn't buy it.
We just need an indication that she knows what she wants to do now, at the end, or whatever. Wants to do by the end of the story.
We don't need to know what her previous major was. We just need an indication that she really knows herself, so making this change seals the deal for her.
Nice.
All right, so we got some earned female empowerment as opposed to emasculating men female empowerment.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really felt any like romance stuff happening at the very beginning because I feel like everyone's so focused on their goal. I feel like when everything's calmed down, then maybe we get some like romance on the side. But
well, it's not a particularly romantic
setup,
and it's not meant for that.
Yeah.
It's just meant that
you kept on having it be that like everyone's flirting.
I don't know. I mean, I remember back in the day, you know, like people young and attractive, you know, or marginally so anyway. And so
everyone's flirting.
Well, no, everybody's young and they've got nice looking bodies, and so it's easier to flirt. When you're old and saggy and baggy, it's not so easy. So,
well, you can safely know that not everyone is flirting all the time.
Okay. That's good.
Sometimes we're talking about homework and it sucks. But anyways.
But that would just be me looking at your mom going, tell me again how homework sucks. You're so cute.
You know what? It all makes sense now.
See, there you go.
It was just you.
Yeah. So then we need some sort of scene where she's in peril.
Peril!
Not the final scene where she's in peril, but middle scene where she's in peril. And
well, wouldn't that be her trying to get the phone back?
Right, but that's a peril that she invented herself. I'm talking about the her being stalked or, you know, feeling like someone's after her, and because someone is. Oh,
well, I just thought of a tension bringer-upper, but not necessarily a danger. I don't know, I'm just thinking of little things.
It's the tension bringer-upper.
Shut up!
100% guaranteed to bring tension to whatever situation.
Shut up!
It just sounded like...
I couldn't come up with the word,
there was an old advertisement for paper towels, and they called them the quicker picker-upper.
Oh.
So when you said the tension, it just made me laugh.
Anyways, I was thinking of her opening her door and, like, maybe she's upset by something, or maybe she, like, very quickly needs to get into her room, and she, like, slams the front door a bit, and she doesn't think about it because usually it just seals shut and immediately locks, because that's usually how apartment buildings are.
Yep.
But it bounces away again, and we see that the door has like been like broken a bit.
Oh.
So the lock doesn't work anymore.
Now, why would she be slamming the door? She was afraid for herself, and she went inside and slammed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Slams the door. Read it phonetically.
Dur.
No, read it phonetically.
Dur.
Just because it's D-O-R-R,
Dur.
you would... No, it's still pronounced door.
Dur.
Going to kill you.
Dur.
I can't even make mistakes while typing around you. You're the worst person in the world. Live type my thoughts and get in trouble. She slams the door after escaping.
Probably awkward guy.
Probably awkward guy. But the door
Doesn't shut and lock.
Doesn't shut and lock like usual. It bounces open. Open slightly, open a lot.
Just a bit.
A bit. Now is it... Doesn't, with a T that I just executed on there.
Yeah.
Just enough to... Are we showing that it's been tampered with?
Yes, that it has been tampered with. Like, the wood is slightly, like... You know how wood bends and, like, kind of, like, splinters just a bit?
Right. Which we're going to initially attribute to the awkward guy, but it's actually
yes.
creepy guy. Or actually, handsome guy. But we already know that it's handsome guy because our audience is smart. We've tipped them off. But they don't know how all this is going to happen.
Yes. From this, I am getting inspiration.
Yes.
That maybe he makes it look like somebody stole her stuff. And then she just knows that the door's like unlocked and she can't do anything about it. But she can make it look like it's locked by keeping it shut.
Freaking out looking for it.
Looking for
Her stuff.
maybe her laptop. That would be interesting.
Le patapa.
Le laptop. Le laptop.
Shut up! I did not do well in typing class.
I didn't either, but that was because I was using my index fingers the whole time. Still do. Maybe that's where her vlogs stop.
Because it's been stolen. You were about to laugh, weren't you?
I was, but I was... So now she has to pretend her door locks by making sure she holds it shut. I don't know if we necessarily have to show this.
I thought that we would know that her door is not locked, but she wouldn't know.
Well, we get the first indication that something bad is happening by the door being broken into.
Yeah.
Then we see that, like, stuff is moved around in her apartment and her laptop is clearly gone.
Yeah.
She's freaking out, and then she realizes the door. And so next time that she's interacting with someone in front of her apartment, she's like really making sure that it closes before she goes.
Oh, I thought this was like penultimate scene of her being attacked by the bad guy. She wouldn't be going out again trying the door jam lock thing because
I mean, we
this
could.
This is it. I mean,
We could do that.
it's a short film.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we can't do that. My first thought was just that, like, that would bring up tension to where, like, of course he would be in the room because the door isn't really locked anymore.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that the break-in thing would have been, like, the second biggest thing before we realized that, like...
Well, I thought the break-in thing, that is the final battle. Like,
Well...
it's in her apartment. He finally got in.
Well, if she goes in and she realizes that the door's unlocked and, like, stuff is ransacked, then she's going to, like, immediately try to defend herself. But if, like, somebody stole her stuff, then she's just like, okay, now they've left. And so she goes out and does her
Oh, so
stuff.
you want this to be a theft, and you want it to mess with her.
Yes.
So she's already kind of heightened in her awareness.
Well, I was trying to, like, heighten the tension
And
of, like...
now she'll move from passive protagonist to active protagonist.
That's not what I was going with it yet.
It's a short film.
Well, again, if you want to make it the big thing, you can make it the big thing, but this is what I was going to do.
All right. Explain.
So, let's say that it was broken into and then we had that be the pivotal scene. She would have been ready, and that's not as fun as if she's not ready. So, we have it be that we see that the place has been broken into, her laptop is gone, which means we get to play around with, like, the audience thinking, ooh, why did he want the laptop? And, like, what is he looking through? And it's probably her vlogs.
Maybe he does a vlog.
That would be a creepy
under her
one.
account.
That would be a good one. Although I don't think it's on an account, though.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think she would be making these public. I think she would just be doing these for fun and for, like...
Well, then maybe he would leave that as a message and clear out everything else from her desktop except for this one icon that's right in the
Well, then how
middle.
did we get all the footage?
He would record himself.
I thought you said he just erased everything on the laptop.
No. He moved all of it because, girls are messy with their desktops and things right now.
We're getting off track. I'm just trying to get through the scene.
Do you see how many icons I have on my desktop?
Yes, I see them. I see them. Mine is a whole lot less messy than yours.
All right, fair.
Anyways, now that we've got gender norms out of the way, he has her laptop. Yes, he could record a thing. That would be extra creepy if we could see that later, or during, or around. We now know that her place is broken into.
Compromised.
It's compromised.
Yeah.
So that means that when she next goes into her apartment, she's going to be all calm and normal until something pops out of her. Oh, okay. I would have just continued that. Would have netted.
I suck at typing, okay?
I hate it when things ned. Anyways. Alright, let's see. She slams the door after escaping, probably awkward guy, but the door doesn't shut and lock like usual. It bounces open a bit, just enough to show the wood frame has been tampered with. Next time she goes into her room, she's calmer, but we know that the door is unlocked. Yeah. So, awkward guy.
I'm awkward guy.
We really need names for these people. What do we know he knows?
He knows his sister is dead. He knows
Let's write these down so that way we have them
was
murdered.
murdered. Does he know for a fact that it is this guy?
He believes it to be true. He knows that the killer, whoever he is, goes after similar women. He knows that the handsome guy is advancing on the main character. He probably guesses that he killed the teacher.
Thought you were going to make fun of that because it was hand dome guy until I put an S in there.
You know those hand domes?
What?
There are so many jokes that can be made from typos, okay?
That's shut up in sign language.
Oh. So from this, if you were this guy, what would you be doing?
This awkward guy?
Yeah.
I'd be stalking him. I'd be seeing where he goes, what he does, where he hangs out, and for how long. I'm trying to keep my options inexpensive because we have no money for a short film.
Well, yeah. But, like, let's say he had, like, an old camera. We have plenty of old cameras he can use. I need to turn my phone off.
So I just don't want to complicate it with too much. I mean, maybe it would just note when this guy's leaving and when he comes back and all that stuff.
Well, he's got to have a plan because he's being protective of this lady that he knows that handsome guy's after. Like, he believes wholeheartedly.
But he doesn't know for sure that he's the killer.
Well, he doesn't have evidence, but he, like, believes it to his core. If you would ask him, he would say he knows. So he feels to his core that handsome guy is going after...
And this will be misconstrued by her because...
He just looks creepy.
She'll think that he's got an angle for her, like awkward guy wants to pursue her himself, well, which is why she's rebuffing him, even though he's trying to warn her. So there has to be some element of, not necessarily romance, but male-female connection thing here.
What?
Where he's trying to get to her to protect her, and then
yeah, because his sister died.
The handsome guy is trying to get her.
Yeah.
And
he would be the only one that I can imagine flirting in this situation, the handsome guy.
But she would misconstrue his desire to protect her as him hitting on her. And she doesn't like him because he's awkward guy.
Well, more likely than not, because he's awkward guy, he's only going to be seen in a negative light until the very end. What I'm thinking is that, like, handsome guy is going to be setting him up a lot. Like, for instance, he could literally say, like, you know, you might want to stay away from awkward guy. He's been following me around for weeks. And that would be true.
Keep your distance. Don't say it. Okay, say it.
Cute.
Keeo instead of keep. I corrected it so there's a P there, but you still had to say it.
Cute.
You might want to keep your distance from awkward guy. He's been following me around for weeks. Which is true.
Yeah, which she can see to be true as well.
Alright. I'm going to let you know that I have hit a wall.
Alright.
But I think we made good progress.
Yes.
So I appreciate your handy dandy
timeline. It worked. Timeline.
Yes.
Totally.
And then we've got a lot more information here. One thing that, I want to make sure we do is that anything we set up, we have to pay off.
Yeah. Because
so
it's
that
a short
means
film.
someone has a skill. We got to find out why they have that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone has an obsession. There's a reason. There's not a whole lot of time for nuance in a short film. That doesn't mean we can't have some ambiguity, but it's just things have to make sense. It's got to be a clockwork.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's the reason why we have the interview and vlogs.
No, but I really like that because then that's jumping in time as well, and that gives another element. Basically, if you don't have a clever twist, then you need a clever plot or a clever execution. And so...
Maybe she can be wearing a suit when she's being interviewed because of her new job.
Maybe. So, thank you for hanging out with us as we...
Figure out our stuff.
Literally just come up with stuff to see what works. And then as ideas come in, she's the idea generator, I'm the idea curator. We get those going, and then the story starts helping you write it because you will start... It starts narrowing your choices, but in a good way because you're focusing on this story and not 50 million other stories and ideas. You got it going toward this. So
As opposed to my brain where there are 50 million stories.
Keep them in. No, this is good. Yeah. So
If you like the video, please like and share and subscribe. We make these videos for you. We would like to hear what you think about it, and if you have any ideas you would like to share, that'd be pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
We also have a Patreon.
which could help fund this short film.
Yes.
What do you know?
If you want us to actually make it, maybe donate a few dollars. Just
If you think the idea is worth it and it's something that you would like to see. If not, thank you for your time for just simply watching.
yeah,
And I
maybe
hope
you've learned something. That would be pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
hope it inspires you to make your stuff. So
Yeah.
bye for now.
Bye.